On today's episode of Stadium Safari, I get on a train, some men fight about a football, some people, they sing about a chip butty. What is up guys, and welcome to today's episode of Stadium Safari. I'm going to apologise in advance for this voiceover. I currently am suffering with a bit of a cough and a cold, so it's not going to be the greatest listening to my nasally mouth. So where are we off to today? We are taking the train to Sheffield. We are off to see Sheffield United versus Watford. We are taking the train today, so we will be passing through Hull, as you can see the MKM Stadium there on your screens. We slowly start arriving into Sheffield. You can tell it's Sheffield when it starts looking a bit more industrial. As we arrive into Sheffield, we'll just take a quick look and see that both of these sides are technically unbeaten in the opening few games of the Championship. There we go, the famous steel waterfall outside the Sheffield station. Now, I weren't sure on the way to go to get to the ground, but I see this geezer is wearing his Sheffield United shirt. Oh look, he's got under a sign that says Bramall Lane. Let's follow him. And follow him we did, and to this not to the eye looking stadium. You would just walk past it if you weren't aware that you were walking towards a football stadium. Very strange looking from the outside, I must say. I did get here fairly early, otherwise I would have had to have a mad rush from the train station to the ground. So I thought, let's go in the shop, let's have a little look around and see what they've got to offer. What's the new shirts looking like? But I did see these retro shirts and all this souvenir-y type of stuff. You can create your own souvenirs. Not seen that before. Fancy a new scarf for the winter? There's a big range of scarves lined up for you. Now this did tickle my eye. A remote control car. Branded. Didn't see how much it was, but then I saw these footballs from I'm guessing the times that they were established in 1889. Wow. And like I say, got there a bit early, earlier than the players by the looks of things, considering I saw them all arriving. And, it was nice to see that they'll take some time out before the game to meet the kids and that. There was a few parking issues there. Was a slight parking issue for a certain Sheffield United central defender, though. 4 attempts to finally almost get it right and just give up in the end. But we got into the ground, feeling a bit hungry, been on the go since 9:30 in the morning, so opted for a steak pie. I heard they were meant to be good, and then it turns out it's just a pack of pie. So we'll work that one out at some point, I guess. Thought we'd make my way down to the ground, just have a little look where I'm sat. In the cop end, thankfully didn't have to go up the stairs, just down the stairs. Nice looking stadium, very classic looking stadium, I would say. Did get Fanta Zero as well. Not as good as regular Fanta, must admit, but how often do you get to keep the lid on your bottle at a football? When I was in Hull, I ripped it off. Sheffield United not taking them off because they're technically attached to the bottle, so they're just leaving it. I have no idea, but I thought it was weird. As I finished my pie, still a bit hungry. Saw a lot of people with a sausage roll. Henderson's sausage roll. Henderson's obviously a staple in Sheffield. Henderson's relish. Give it a go, but the chunkiness of this meat, I can show you here. Look at that. That is a big sausage in that roll. Sat into that, players sort of came out and the stadium started slowly filling up, and then it's almost time for kick-off. This game was live on Sky as well. Don't know if that's why there wasn't as many Watford fans, but that away end is just the bottom tier, so it wasn't a great showing. I will go a little bit quiet now while these lot sing Greasy Chip Batty. It's quite a sound to behold. Well, there was that. There's a lot more to that. I might upload the full clip of them singing it. But it did lead to a goal. 1 minute and 40 something seconds in, and Sheffield United take the lead. Well, a long ball over the top, down the right wing, which seems to be a threat throughout the game. But, even more, what an awful penalty. An absolute shocking penalty. I reckon most people would have saved that. It sort of set the tone for his game, really. He was good, but never quite there. The game was good overall. You know, Sheffield United really strong coming forward. Watford looked good on the attack until they make it to the box, and then that's about it. Second half, you know, coming back in after the lengthy queues of the toilets and stuff, and just in time for this corner, and I managed to get a lovely shot from taking that corner. Very happy with that, you know. It led to nothing, but very nice. Now, this, like I say, the right-hand side for Sheffield United seems to be where everything goes through, and you can see why. Every time they attack down the right, they look threatening. Really good. Again, here we go, from the right. Everything comes in from the right, and we can never really get shot away, but fully. Referee now, Kitchen, I think his name's Andy Kitchen, I think. Had a bit of a nightmare of a game, to be honest with you. Fouls getting given like that one day you just saw for nothing. And then fouls that really should have been given, just not. I think, is it this corner here that's coming up that keeper goes down, sees that Sheffield United have the ball, just stays there. Referee gives a free kick after about 4 or 5 seconds of just standing watching. Bit, yeah, you'll see it in a second, I think. He just had a bit of a, yeah, here it is. Just had a bit of a nightmare of a game, really. Given free kicks that aren't, it's not a foul. He's jumped up on the ball, missed the ball, and stayed on the deck because Sheffield United have picked it back up and he's got to put a cross in. He's out of position, yeah. The referee said that he lost control of the game. A lot of fans were saying it in the stadium. A lot of fans, I think, were talking about it on their way home and after the game. Now, I'm not one here to sit here and criticise the referee, but there's certain times where the game just got away from him, and he just started dishing out yellow cards left, right and centre. Now, I know there was a fair bit for time wasting, fair enough, but it's silly yellow cards that really didn't need to be given. And here you're going to see one of the best clearances you're ever going to see. How that went. How is your touch? I said next we said that, so I'll say it now. How was your touch? And it wasn't a good touch. None of them brought it down. I don't know why the keeper didn't come for it though. He would have easily just got on the end of that and dealt with it. Now, Sheffield United, fair play to them. They kept the pressure on Watford all the way through, because Watford did start attacking in the 80th minute. I don't know how long it was actually, but they finally started attacking towards the end of the half because they knew they were right up against it. And again, free kick there. I reckon that would have been a yellow, but nothing was given, I don't think. This is probably a tackle you've seen all over social media. Absolute body slam. Led to some afters at the other end of the pitch. You would have thought it would have happened down here, but not down at the other end. Don't know if it was Jefferson and Suter coming together. Obviously Jefferson used to play for Sheffield United, and when he came on the pitch, the boos everywhere. You'll hear them again in a minute, asking him what the score is. You know, Sheffield United did manage to hold on the end. They probably should have scored 2 or 3. Especially the penalty, but wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just as these fans here just absolutely giving him some stick. Sheffield United coming on the attack in the final few minutes. I mean, Keith Moore had one of these where he should have scored, and again, he should have scored there as well, but nothing doing, and that is the full-time whistle. Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. Good game, all in all, and we'll see here that it gets a little bit tasty again after the whistle. A bit of a coming together down in the far corner. Not sure what happens, but game's over, lads. Right. Shake hands, go in your dressing rooms and deal with it, you know. It's over now. Whatever. Anyway, apart from that, pretty good game. Both fans pretty decent. Watford were a little bit quiet at times, but then they were the other end of the stadium, so there wasn't that many fans there either for them, so it weren't going to be the loudest, but like I say, I was in the Cop, so there's always some little chant going somewhere. You can always hear it going off behind you. Usually them spelling Sheffield United or just shouting Sheffield. So that's it. So as the fans thank the players and the players thank the fans, that is it for the game. It's nice to see Callum O'Hare giving his shirt to the kid who I saw the sign pre-match outside the ground, and he was holding it up at the end as well, asking for his shirt. He got the shirt. It's nice to see, and we'll take this train home once we get through all these people. So let's rate today's experience. Atmosphere. Good at times. Very good at times. I feel like a pre-match song always adds to the atmosphere. The game itself, we're getting a little bit tasty at times, definitely added to the atmosphere. Solid 8.5 out of 10 for that, I reckon. The game itself, very end to end. No real end products for either team, but pretty good all in all. 7 out of 10. The cost, well, the ticket was £31, the train was £32, and then the food was £14.90. That's a total of £77.90 for the full day. I added a meal deal on at the end as well, but I'm not going to include that in the cost because that was just me having something on the train home. Cost wise, £77. Decent, bit expensive, but that's what you do when you're travelling around watching the football. So 6 out of 10. Now let's get on to the food. The pucker pie. Was expecting a proper steak pie from what I've been told. However, pucker's alright. 6 out of 10. Sausage roll. It's a good sausage roll. I'd give that an 8 out of 10. So we're evening it out there. About a 7 out of 10 for the food. Fanta's going to knock it up a point to an 8, but it was a Fanta Zero, so we're going to knock that back down to a 7 out of 10 on the food. That's a total of 28.5 for Sheffield United. Pretty respectable score, that. I think it may be the highest of the season. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment if you want to. Tell me where I should be going next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.